Hello, good morning, all of you. Today we will discuss Maslow's need hierarchy theory. What is this theory all about? We will discuss today. But before discussing, I want to ask two, three terms just for your recapitulation as what is motive? Yesterday we discussed about features of motivation, concept of motivation. So what is motive? Yes, first of all you pay attention to this word. A motive is an inner state that activates, energizes, activates, or moves and directs behavior, directs behavior towards a goal, towards a goal. This is motive. Motive arises out of needs of individual. So this was your for your recapitulation only. Second is motivation. What is motivation? Yes, think over it. Motivation is the act of giving someone a reason to do something. Giving reason to someone to do something. Everybody has a reason to do something. Without reason, nobody does anything. You are busy in your study nowadays. Why? Because there is a reason. The reason is, of course, clear to you that you have to clear your CBSE exam. So, when teacher gives you a reason to do something, I give you a reason, suppose that you solve this question, it is helpful for you. So, this is motivation. Clear? Motivator. Motivator. A motivator is an agent. This is an agent or stimulus who promotes interest to do something. Promote interest to do something. Yeah. So these three words are very important. You just take a recapitulation of all. Motive, then motivation, then motivator. For your recapitulation again, I ask you what different features of motivation you discussed yesterday. So just you tell me. Okay. Number one is psychological, right? Number next is process, clear. Number three is continuous. Number four is complex, very good. Number five, goal oriented. Yes, motivation is always goal oriented. Number six, motivation is positive and negative both, right? Next, yeah, behavior oriented. Yes, motivation is influencing the behavior. It gives a shape to a particular shape, a desired shape to the behavior of worker or employee, right? And the last was motivation and job satisfaction. Yes, motivation is the willingness to work, and job satisfaction is a experience which comes after performing a particular job. So right, very good. In motivation process, we saw what are the different steps of motivation process. Yes, just for your recapitulation, I'm asking. Tell me one by one. Number one is unsatisfied need, right? First of all, you have some unsatisfied need, then it creates tension. Second point, tension. Third point, effort. Tension converts you into effortful, right? Then, after efforts, after efforts actually are directed by your intensity, direction, and persistence. These three things um, put pressure upon efforts, and after that your tension is reduced, very good, and at last you feel satisfied, very good. Now today we are coming to today's topic, that is Maslow need hierarchy theory, very good. So Maslow's hierarchy of needs is a theory in psychology proposed by Abraham Maslow. Abraham Maslow. This theory came in 1943, right? Let us take a view over who was Abraham Maslow. Abraham Maslow was a scholar between 1908 to 1970. Abraham Maslow was an American psychologist. Yeah, right? And philosopher. He is known for self-actualization theory of psychology, which argues that primary goals of psychotherapy should be the integration of the self. So, some important things we have seen about Abraham Maslow. He was an American psychologist and he propounded this theory of need hierarchy. So, what is this theory all about? According to Maslow, human needs can be classified into hierarchy. Into hierarchy level, right? Within a pyramid. I will show you what is the pyramid. In Maslow's theory, human needs are arranged. Human needs are arranged. How? How arranged? From lowest to highest. From lowest to highest order. These are basic things of Abraham Maslow's theory. Again, let us see. Human needs can be classified into hierarchical level. Human needs are arranged. How arranged? From lowest level to highest level. To summarize all this, now let us make a pyramid. You see, this is a pyramid. This pyramid says actually it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 stages, 5 levels you can say. At lowest level, we put physiological. Physiological needs. Physiological needs means, what are physiological needs? These needs are biological requirements for human survival, like air, food, cloth, right? Sleep, etc. These are physiological needs. Sorry. Next is safety needs. We should show it by different color. Safety needs. Safety needs. First of all, you see what are the different needs. Then I will explain to all of you. Clear? We should rather a bit from here. Safety needs. Then social needs. Or you also call it as social affiliation needs. Next, we are actually marching towards higher needs. In starting with of physiological needs, then we move to safety needs, then we move to social affiliation needs or social needs, you can say, and this is esteem needs. Esteem needs. Clear? And after esteem needs, the last need is self actualization. Self actualization. It is not clearly written. Here I am writing self actualization. You see, this is self actualization need. Clear? Now, you take an idea about all. These two needs, physiological and safety, these are basic needs. You see here. Physiological and safety needs, these are basic needs. Then comes social needs and esteem needs. These two needs are categorized as psychological. Right? And the last one, that is self actualization, this is the self fulfillment need. Clear? You can also say these needs, these are deficiency needs. Deficiency needs. From another angle, you can also categorize them as a deficiency. These are actually exploring some deficiencies somewhere, and you want to fulfill those deficiencies. And the last one, this is the growth need. So this is a pyramid of needs. You write down in sequence. What did you note it down here? You can write them in steps actually. Physiological, next step comes one step higher. This is safety. Then we move to one more step higher, that is social, and one more step higher, that is esteem. Clear? And the last one, this is self actualization. Self actualization, you see here now. So, like this, we climb over this stair. We start from physiological needs, then we move to safety needs, then we move to social needs, then we move to esteem needs, then we move to finally self actualization needs. So, if you see, these two needs are basic, right? And these two needs are psychological. And the last one is this one, self fulfillment. Self fulfillment. These four needs up to here, these are known as deficiency needs. And the last one, this is known as growth needs. Clear? Now, first of all, let us discuss, before going to the depth of these different needs, what are the different assumptions? Assumptions of Maslow theory, Maslow need hierarchy theory. On what assumptions Maslow has propounded this theory? Let us see its important point. Number one is, a satisfied need does not motivate. Satisfied need does not motivate. If you don't have any unsatisfied need, then you cannot be motivated. Satisfied need stops the worker to motivate anymore. When one need is satisfied, another need emerges to take its place. So people are always striving to satisfy some need. That's why we call it that motivation is a ongoing process. So this is a very basic assumption of Maslow's, कि satisfied need does not motivate. Next point is the need network. Need network for most of the people is complex. Need network is very complex, with several affecting the behavior of each person at any one time. This is very complex. Actually, if you see like this is individual. So from various forces, various directions, the force is being applied over a person. And it is very difficult to understand which force is finally capable to influence his behavior because it is really very complex. Next point, next assumption is in general, lower level need must be satisfied. Lower level needs, lower level needs must be satisfied before higher level needs. This is very important assumption. First of all, you will fulfill lower needs. If you see here in this stairs, these needs will be satisfied before this need. Safety needs comes after this. Similarly, you cannot do like this. Say social needs you are fulfilling first, and after that you are coming to physiological. No, this is actually stair. If you directly jump over this step, you may fall down. It's not a way to climb over a stair, right? So you have to move from lower needs to higher, then to further higher, then further higher, like this. Clear? Now, there is one more assumption of Maslow's need hierarchy theory. That is, there are more ways to satisfy higher level needs than lower level needs. More ways to satisfy higher level needs than lower level needs. Yes. Lower level needs are normally satisfied in some selected manners only. But as you go upward, so you have more ways to satisfy higher level needs. Clear? Now let us see the description of these needs. First of all, number one, we discuss physiological. Physiological needs. These are the biological requirement. Biological requirement of human being, which is necessary for survival. Like food. Food is needed. Yes. There is nobody on this earth who does not require food. Food, clothes, shelter, sleep. These are all biological requirements actually. And these are must for survival. So these are the basic needs which we discussed. Okay. Now see next one, that was safety needs. Safety needs. These include physical safety, as well as economic. economic safety. Physical safety and economic safety. These two safeties are uh, covered under the safety needs. Physical safety, this is a safety like protection from dangers. Protection from dangers. Security order. Security order. Law. Etc. Economic safety like financial safety, old age safety, etc. Next point is social needs. In social needs are very important needs of anybody. These are like friendship, intimacy, trust, acceptance, affection, love, etc. You just imagine that if your these needs are not fulfilled, you can never be motivated. Your physiological needs are very well fulfilled. You have eaten very good food, very tasty food. You are well protected from environment and all. You have sufficient financial freedom. Means your first two needs are very well satisfied, but you don't have any friend. You have no intimacy with anybody. Nobody trusts upon you. Nobody accepts you. What is acceptance? If a child goes to a school and nobody is ready to make him sit uh, close to him or her, though it means that is not accepted due to any reason. Affection, love. Suppose you have absence of these factors in your life, then just imagine what will happen with you. Merely basic two needs will not help you to go ahead. So Maslow has categorized these social needs very categorically, and he says that worker will be motivated to work when these needs will be satisfied. Clear? Next one, we go higher needs. After social needs, these are also known as social affiliation needs. After that, we go to esteem needs. What are esteem needs? Esteem needs, esteem for oneself. Esteem for oneself. Like dignity. You say, I have my own dignity. Right? This is the esteem for oneself. If I take you back to history, Mahatma Gandhi was forced to come out of the compartment of first class in South Africa, and he denied. What was that? That was the esteem need, esteem for oneself. He said that this is my dignity. If I have purchased a ticket, I have full right to sit in the first class compartment. So this type of thing, dignity for oneself. Another example may be achievement. achievement, self respect, self respect, etc. So, this is categorized as esteem for oneself. There are more esteem needs like esteem for, esteem from other. This was esteem for oneself and this is esteem from others. Esteem from others means like status. Actually, status is satisfied. This need is satisfied from others. They accept your status. Then you feel satisfied. Then your esteem needs are satisfied. Right? In an office, suppose an officer is recognized as officer from subordinates, then his esteem needs is satisfied. So status need, it comes from others. If others are not giving weightage, then this need is not satisfied. Right? Next is prestige. Prestige. Recognition. Recognition. Right? The person needs recognition from others. Then his esteem needs are satisfied. As you go higher, your recognition needs, your esteem needs become higher. Last one. So this is self esteem needs. Now the last fifth one. What is the, what is known as self actualization. Self actualization need. This implies this is a very special need and it is not the need of everybody. This is very important thing to be said about this need. Self actualization. This implies the desire to become for one is capable of becoming. Right? These are very important things to understand. Sometimes you feel there is a desire in your heart that you want to be like. Like what? You again feel that you are capable of becoming something. When you like to become that for what, for what you are capable of becoming, this becomes self actualization need. This is a need of growth and self fulfillment. Self fulfillment. Clear? Actually, this type of need somewhere belongs to man's spiritual needs. Actually, you don't require recognition, you don't require wealth, you don't require prestige, etc. But you want something which you know only. This can be in any field. In history, if you see, Gautam Buddha left his home for what? He wanted to attain something. So that was his self-actualization need. A very big industrialist wants to expand his business or he wants to produce a thing which was not earlier to be produced in the country. And he put his all effort for that. He feels that yes, he can do that. this becomes self-actualization. So it can be seen in any field. So children, now you have discussed the Maslow's need hierarchy theory. This is very important aspect from examination point of view as well as to understand in the real life. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.